In a world obsessed with more stuff, more success, it's more noise, there's a quiet revolution happening in the heart of Japan. It's not about accumulating, it's about understanding. While most people sprint toward achievement, some have chosen stillness. You wake up one morning and realize your life feels heavy. Not just your home, but your heart. Too many obligations, too much pressure. Still something's missing. A coat you no longer wear. A book you never finished. A souvenir that no longer brings joy. Some things don't weigh down our shelves, but they weigh down our spirit. It's a loud painting, a chaotic room, or even a memory attached to an object can hum in the background of your life, like static on a radio. Not yesterday, not someday, right now. This question isn't about guilt or regret, it's about truth. Are you still enrolled in an idea of yourself that no longer fits? Are you still walking a path you wouldn't step onto today? It's about identity, it's about becoming. Everything around you, your routines, your habits, your possessions, either pulls you toward the person you long to be, or pulls you away. That's what Japanese minimalists understand so clearly. A simple room can echo deep purpose when each item supports the life you want to live. You stop agreeing to things that exhaust you. Stop carrying what was never yours to carry. Space to reflect, space to heal, space to grow. The beauty of these questions is that they don't demand perfection, just awareness, just the courage to begin. Every time you ask, does this serve me? You take one small step closer to freedom, simplicity. Then becomes an act of love, a gentle revolution that starts in your home, but echoes in your soul. So pause, ask the question, let go, and watch your life begin to bloom. And in that space, physical and emotional something remarkable happens. You find yourself again. Your mind softens, your breathing slows, and peace gently returns like an old friend. This question invites you to realign with your present self. It isn't about judging your past, but about freeing your future, because sometimes what we need to let go of looks good on the outside, but it doesn't serve our soul. A relationship, a responsibility, a possession, it might impress others, but does it align with your dreams? The Japanese don't just design their homes, they design their lives. Every object is a reflection. Every decision is a step. And when you begin to choose with this level of intention, something sacred happens. You stop reacting and start becoming. Simplicity becomes a bridge not to less, but to more meaning, more depth, more truth. Letting go becomes a powerful act of self-respect. It's not wasteful, it's wise. You're not discarding value, you're creating room for what truly matters now. And in that space, a new version of you can begin to grow. So often we hold on to things because we spent money on them or because they're still good. But that kind of logic keeps us tied to decisions we've already outgrown. The Japanese know that just because something cost you doesn't mean it still deserves you. It disrupts your inner peace without you realizing it. Japanese homes are often quiet, not just in sound but in energy. They radiate calm because every detail whispers serenity. Each item represents a version of you from the past. When you cling to them, you risk staying stuck there. Something doesn't bring lightness, no matter how expensive or sentimental, it may be costing you in a deeper way. By asking this question with courage, you give yourself permission to release what irritates, distracts, or burdens you. You create room not just in your home, but in your mind and soul. Slowly, lightness returns, not as emptiness, but as peace. It's the moment your space becomes a sanctuary. Not because you own less, but because everything you own helps you breathe. Japanese minimalists thank the object for its service and let it go, guilt-free. And what's left is a space that breathes a home that supports who you are now, not who you were. It's not just decluttering, it's healing. Japanese minimalists have discovered a different path, one that begins not with cleaning your home, but with clearing your mind. They ask, what matters now? And with that, they begin to build a life rooted in clarity, peace, and gentle intention. This is not a trend, it's a way of being. They've discovered that real peace doesn't lie in adding more to life, but in removing what no longer belongs. It doesn't care what something used to mean, or how much you once loved it. It doesn't care how much you paid for it, or how long you held onto it. This question focuses entirely on the present. If something no longer serves a real purpose in your life today, it might be holding you back more than you realize. It begins with a question, not just any question, but the right one, the kind that stops you in your tracks and makes you wonder, why am I carrying all of this? When that question is finally asked, the clutter starts to fall away, physically, emotionally, and mentally. One of the most powerful questions in Japanese minimalism is this: does this serve me today? It seems simple, but it's deeply transformative. Letting go isn't about coldly throwing things away, it's about honoring what once was and releasing it with grace. Ask yourself this: does this bring lightness or noise? You might be surprised at what you hear. In Japan, beauty is found in the quiet, what they call shibui, a subtle, understated elegance. One of the most honest questions you can ask is, would I buy this again today? If you wouldn't choose it again, why? Let it take up space in your life. It goes for clothes, decor, habits, even commitments. Of all the questions, this is the most intimate. Does this bring me closer to who I want to be? It's not about stuff anymore. This question requires bravery. When you begin living with these 4 questions in your heart, life doesn't just look different, it feels different. You stop buying things just to feel better. Japanese homes might look empty to the Western eye, but they are full of something far more precious: space.